This week we're going to look at the concept of developing the research question for a research project. As we've discussed previously, the research question or the research objective is really one of the most important components of a social research study. The research question not only guides the direction the research will take, it also suggests the most appropriate methodology to use, who to sample, what timing is relevant, and other aspects of the study. It forms the basis for building a research brief and for developing the most appropriate questions to ask in the study. Now, let us consider something specific which we may want to research, and in this instance we'll think about the concept of fuel poverty. This is a concept that was first addressed through research and public policy in the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom's extremely cold winter temperatures, when coupled with low income, have resulted in suffering, illness and sometimes even death, and all of this has led the government and academic researchers to develop the concept of fuel poverty. Australian social researchers have also been investigating this problem of fuel poverty in recent times. Having access to adequate energy is considered an essential service and not a luxury good, and yet many householders do not have access to adequate energy. They are forced to go without heating or cooling in extremes of weather temperatures. Energy providers are charged with making energy affordable, but with ever-increasing prices, this is not always the case. Also, the Australian government subsidises a pensioner concession to make energy more affordable, but potentially this may not be sufficient. Other factors, such as poorly insulated homes and not well-maintained heating and cooling appliances, may also be influencing factors in making energy unaffordable for some. So, in setting a research question, we need to remember that the question must set boundaries around the research study. The question also needs to provide results and information which give direction for future strategies. And here we're thinking about policy development, communications, service development, and other issues. The research question guides you in doing your background research, such as an annotated bibliography or a literature review. It needs to be timely and topical, relevant, something that people can relate to and they can understand. And importantly, the research question must have the potential to provide an ultimate benefit to the target or stakeholder group. Remember that as you begin your research project, the research question may still be in the development stage. As you gain more information on the subject, you may want to rethink and perhaps change the direction of the research question. Here, taking the example of the fuel poverty topic, we've got some potential appropriate research questions or research objectives that we could set for such a study. Here are some start points. Firstly, we could ask, how is fuel poverty defined? Or, who are the stakeholders in fuel poverty? Is it the energy companies, the regulators, the general public? Or how does fuel poverty impact on high needs groups such as the elderly, families, the unemployed and so on? We could ask, what is general public awareness and usage of the provisions of the Essential Services Commission in addressing fuel poverty in this country? Or is it possible to develop a reproducible measure of fuel poverty? What are the health and safety impacts of fuel poverty on the elderly? So we can see that there are many different issues that we could explore relating to one particular topic. And it is essential to consider all of these when developing a research protocol.